Rahim. Assalamu alaikum students, and this is me Azruddin, your maths teacher, and today we are starting our lecture number 3 of chapter number 2. And in this chapter, in this lecture, we will start our exercise 2b. So the first thing that we need to understand before to start the exercise 2b is what are the negative numbers, and our topic is addition and subtraction involving negative numbers. So a negative number is a whole number that has the value less than 0. So the negative numbers are normally whole numbers. For example, these -3, -5, -8 and -10. We have some examples of negative and positive even numbers. Just like here is -10, -22. So even number are only those numbers which are divisible by 2, and this is 0, and these are positive integers. And here is also the definition of integers. These are the positive integers, these are the negative integers, and 0 is neither negative nor positive. So you need to understand this topic. The first thing that we have to understand is the operations that we will use in this lecture. So plus plus plus, minus minus plus, plus minus minus, and minus plus minus. So you can say when there will be the same signs, when they multiply the same signs, it will become positive, and when we multiply the opposite signs, we will get negative. So the question number 1 of exercise 2b is, its A part is 6 plus bracket minus 2. So first of all, we have to solve the bracket as we have studied in T-mass rule. So it is actually B means bracket of B of mass, divide, multiplication, addition and subtraction. So here the first question is 6 plus minus 2. So plus minus minus, so it will be 6 minus 2. So plus and minus minus, it means we will subtract it and we will use the sign of bigger value, and here the bigger value is 6. So it means that 6 minus 2 will become 4. And then its B part is minus 5 plus 8. So plus minus minus, it means we have to subtract it and we have to use the sign of bigger value, and here the bigger value is 8. So it means that it will be plus 3. And then 4 plus bracket minus 10. So here is also plus minus minus and sign of bigger value, so we will subtract it. So 10 minus 4, we get 6, and then the sign of bigger value is minus, so here will be minus 6. And then minus 1 plus minus 7, so when this minus will multiply with plus, it will become negative. So minus 1 minus 7. So you need to understand, and you can also learn it, when there will be every sign will be same, either it is positive or negative, it will always add, and then if there are negative signs, the negative will represent with it. Just like here is minus 1 and minus 7. So 1 and 7, 8, and then minus sign with it, or you can say sign of bigger value. So this is 9 plus minus 3. So plus minus minus, 9 minus 3, that is equal to 6. Here is minus 11 plus minus 5. So it will be also minus 11 minus 5. So minus minus plus and sign of bigger value. So we have to plus it, and then we will show it with the negative sign of bigger value. And then minus 10 plus 2, so plus minus minus and sign of bigger value, and here is also the bigger value is minus, is with minus, so here will be minus. And then plus 1 plus minus 8, so plus minus minus, and then the sign of bigger value, and here is also the bigger value is 8, so it will be minus 7. The second question of this exercise is this is just same, we just have to multiply. Minus bracket is always means multiply, so we have to multiply the signs. Minus minus plus, if there is no sign, it is confirmed that it is positive. So 5 minus minus 3, so minus minus plus, and it will be 5 plus 3 and then 8. Minus 4 minus 7, so it is obvious it will plus with the negative sign, so it will be minus 11. Minus 8 minus bracket minus 2, so minus minus plus, so 8 plus 2, so that will be minus 6. And then minus 1 minus bracket minus 10, and then it will be minus 1 plus 10, so plus minus minus, so 10 minus 1 is 9, and sign of bigger value is positive. 6 minus 9, that is equal to minus 3. Minus 8 and minus 3, that is equal to minus 11. So 2 minus minus plus, it will become plus, so 2 plus 7, that is equal to 9. And now in the question number 3 we have 3 integers. So how to solve the 3 integers? Just we will solve the bracket first. It will be plus minus minus 7 and minus minus plus 3, and then plus the same sign values, just like here is 4 plus 3, 4 plus 3 7, and then 7 minus 7 is equal to 0. Here minus 3 minus 5 and plus minus minus 9. So I have teach you, when there will be the same signs with each integer, with every integer, then we must have to plus it, and at the end we will represent it with the negative sign. 1 minus 8 minus minus plus 8, so minus 8 and plus 8 can be cancelled, so here will be 1. And then minus 2 plus minus 1 minus 6, so it will become negative because plus minus minus, so minus 2 minus 1 and minus 6, so all the signs are negative, so it means that its answer will be minus 9. And then 8 minus minus plus and then 1, so you can see here is also the same signs with every number, so it means that we have to plus it and sign of bigger value, and here the bigger value is 9, so here will be plus. And then minus 5 plus minus 3 plus minus 2, so now it will multiply, when the signs will multiply, it will become minus 5 minus 3 and minus 2, so again the same signs, so it will be minus 10. Then 6 plus minus 5 minus minus 8, so when we will open the brackets, it will become 6 plus 8, we will sum it, 6 plus 8 is equal to 14, and then subtract minus 5, so 14 minus 5, that is equal to 9. And the last part of question number 3 is 2 minus minus 7 minus 8, so these signs will multiply, so 2 plus 7 minus 8, so 2 plus 7, the same sign values, so same sign values will be added, so 2 plus 7 is equal to 9, and 9 minus 8 is equal to 1. Then the question number 4 is 23 plus minus 11, so when we will solve it, it will become 23 plus minus minus 11, so 23 minus 11, that is equal to 12, and then minus 19 plus 12, that is equal to minus 7. So we will subtract it and sign of bigger value. 17 plus minus 29. So here is also plus minus minus and then the sign of bigger value. So 29 minus 17 is equal to 12, and here the bigger value is 29 and the sign with the bigger value is negative, so it will be minus 12. And then minus 21 plus minus 25, that is equal to my plus minus minus and sign of bigger value, and here the bigger value, here the same sign values. So when are the same values, always the sign of bigger value. So bigger value is 25, so it will be minus 46. Then minus 13 plus 18, that is equal to 5. So minus 24 plus minus 13, so bracket will open, so plus minus minus, so it will become minus 24 minus 13, so it will become minus 37. 16 plus minus 27, so plus minus minus, so 16 minus 27, so plus and minus minus, we have to subtract it. So 27 minus 16 is equal to 11 and sign of bigger value is minus. And then the last one is minus 26 plus 14, that is equal to minus 12, so sign of bigger value. The last question of this exercise is question number 5, and in this question, this is also just like same as question number 4. So 22 minus bracket minus 13, so minus minus plus, so 22 plus 13, that is equal to 35. Minus 14 minus 16, so there are the same signs, so we will add it, minus 14 and minus 16, so that is equal to minus 30. Then minus 19 minus bracket minus 11, so minus minus plus, so minus 19 plus 11, then plus minus minus, we have to subtract it and then the sign of bigger value, and here the bigger value is 19 and the sign with the 19 is negative, so it will be minus 8. Minus 18 minus bracket minus 22, so when we will multiply the signs, it will become minus 18 plus 22, and then 22 minus 18 is equal to 4. Then 17 minus 23, so 17 minus 23 is equal to minus 6. Then minus 20 minus 15, that is equal to minus 35, and then 12 minus minus 17, so that is equal to 12 plus 17, that is equal to 29. And then minus 21 minus 17, so that is equal to minus 38. So students, you can also see your worksheet for today's lecture. This is worksheet number 3. Just have to write your name, your section, date, and the first question is true false. So you can see the true false are minus 5 plus 2, that is equal to minus 3. So you have to observe it, it will be true or false. So students, minus, I like to solve it, minus 5 plus 2, so it will be minus 3, so it means it is true. And then minus 5 minus minus 2, so it will subtract, it will multiply minus 5 minus minus plus 2, so minus 5 plus 2 is equal to minus 3, but here is 3, so it means it is false. 1 plus minus minus 8, that is equal to minus 7, so it is true. Then minus 8 and minus 3, that is equal to minus 11, so it is also false. So 2 minus minus plus 7, so 2 plus 7, that is equal to 9, so it means it is true. Then you have to see the correct answers and write the key here, and here see the MCQs. Here are plus minus minus, minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 minus minus 7, that is equal to plus 7, and the smallest prime number is 2 and the only even prime number is also 2. So I have solved all these questions in the lecture, so see the lecture carefully and completely so that you can solve your worksheet easily. So students, this is today's lecture. If you don't understand anything, you can ask me. This is from today. Allah Hafiz.